Hey guys and gals, let's unbox and have a look at the Adventure Camp Treehouse by LEGO Friends. This is set number 42631. Contains 1,128 bricks, retails for $129.99, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. So thank you, kindly LEGO, for sending this to me. And it looks like I got my work cut out for me this time. So this must be the treehouse. It's like any treehouse I've ever seen before. And we also got a few mini dolls here. So here they are at the top of the box. We got Leo, Aliya, Olly, Jamila, and Jonathan. Okay, so it looks like a very wonderful bunch. And here's the back of the box. And yes, it's a very large box at that. And wouldn't that look fun? Oh, the back, this makes this look kind of gloomy, but still, can't wait to play with all this stuff. Well, let's open it up and see what's in the box. Alrighty, let's crack the carton open. And yes, it's one of these ones that's got tape on all the sides, especially the tape that's stubborn. And we're going to find out exactly what we have in here. Here we go. And this time I try to remember to turn down the brightness as much as I can on the video. Okay, well, let's slide some stuff out of the way here, because I'm going to have to put this in my lap. Well, we obviously know there's 6 bags. No, I found an 8. Keep one off to the side because I'll need that. Okay, we found a 10. Okay, we found an 11. And a bag of miscellaneous stuff. Well, this is already looking like we're going camping, huh? Unpacking the camper, setting up camp. Well, no, we gotta arrive to our destination first. And let's see what we have in here. Well, that does not want to cut. Okay. Let's see. Well, obviously we got a sheet of stickers, and yikes. Look at all that. My goodness. Oh, we already know that's going on a 4x4 tile. I was hoping all this would be printed. It would be so cool. And looks like we have ourselves 3 building guides with the same image on each. So how are these broken down here? Does it tell you, or we're just going to have to guess? Well, obviously we start with Jonathan first. And that's it for the unboxing. So what I'm going to do is go to my second channel and build this. You're more than welcome to join me there. We're going to have some fun with this. Come back and I'll report my findings. Here we are at the Adventure Camp Treehouse, and honestly there's a lot of things to see here. And right off to the left we got this small little island pier. And sadly that's a sticker. I was wishing that would printed. And here in the back we have a little dock with a little rope swing. I guess you're supposed to either swing on this, or you're supposed to swing into the water. Not sure what this does. And it's a nice tall little tree house. Got a squirrel in here, we got a radio. And don't worry, we're going to take a closer look at everything here in a bit. And got the zip line. We're just going to take, I think her name is Jamila, we're going to put her on the zip line. We'll see how that works. It's easier to do it like this while we're here. Obviously she missed her train. We'll have to bring that back for her. And whoa! You're losing your head. You're losing your weave there. Okay, let's try this again. If you lose your wig this time, we're going to have to leave it off. Alright, so she just grabs on like this. You know, she stands right here. No, stand, you're not ready yet. She really wants to go. And She goes right to the other side, which is really cool. And for the most part, the zip line does work. Well, it works up to a point, because you know why? Everybody who goes on this goes bald real quick. But for the most part, it is a nice little action there. Got Jonathan in the canoe. And over here we got ourselves a little water slide. And do we have anybody that's just standing around? Let's see. I don't know. There's just, for as big as this is, they don't give you a whole lot of mini dolls. There's only 4 in total. Well, here we have Aliya. We're going to take your ticket, set that on the dock there. Since you got the life jacket, you're going to go into the slide. So she can go around like this. And she can go down into the void. And you got a fire ring in the back. There's places to sit. You got some signage. Pretty much everything in here is stickered. There are some pieces like the boards are printed, but for the most part that's what it is. And it's easier to do a close-up on something this size, but as you can see, there's plenty of things to do. You got a lot of rooms to go into. Now let's take a look at the back here real quick. The back of this thing's not really worth mentioning. And you can see you have access to not one, but 2 sides. So you got a little ladder here, you know, coming to the entry point. You can climb up here, and you can go to a little day bed for the squirrel. You got this ladder that takes you up to a trap door. This opens up. You can go into here, get your helmet to go down the zip line. So you got to have your helmets there. That's pretty cool. Or if you just don't want to go down the zip line, you can just bounce on this net, which is cool. Like this little branch that goes up on the top here. And on this side, we have a little sitting area with, looks like somebody's playing a board game, maybe Monopoly. Got a little ice chest in here. This does open up. We'll leave that open up. There's some food and stuff in there. Just use a treasure chest with a flat top, more like a trunk. And you can go up here, you got a little telescope. And I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't be climbing up these. And right here you got a sleeping quarters. A little sleeping area right there. But it's a very busy set. Very busy set. So in addition to having the slider, you also got the little bug examining area with the magnifying glass, and Leo, he likes collecting bugs, I guess. And for the most part, it's a fun little build. It really is. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take a close-up shot of this, because I can't do it in the exploded view. Let's take a closer look. Here we got Jonathan in the raft. I think that's some kind of a ticket or a snack. I don't even know what that is. And sadly, that is a sticker. Here's this little dock. And the tree that goes with it. This is the only part that's not really attached to anything. So it just kind of floats. So I'm going to set that off to the side. Now we can get into the main build. There's that little rope swing there. And looks like we got a little infirmary there, so somebody gets injured not wearing their helmets. Yeah. A little beaver, maybe? I'll say platypus, but no, I think those are just beavers. That signage there. That's kind of cool. I just wish those were printed because I could use those for my campground. Lots of little spruce trees, which is cool. And we got Olly by the campfire. He's always collecting samples with this camera. I think that's what he is. It's just a photographer. We got this little rock here. This opens up to reveal a sticker in there. That doesn't have anything special. There's a lot of little hidden treasures in this. We'll be going through most of them. Hopefully I can remember them all. There's a map, but that's a sticker. Almost everything you see here is stickers. The stickers are not too bad. They're pretty much spaced apart. You're not putting tons of stickers on at once. There's Leo. And that right there is Aliya. See if I can get her to sit where we can see her better. No, don't slouch or lay down. Okay, fine then. I'll just pick you up and force you in front of the camera. Yeah. Well, she is camera shy, obviously. And here we have Jamila. Let's have her go down the zip line again here. I think a lot of people are going to be playing with the zip line more than anything. And we got a bee on top of that. Any more hidden treasures? There was another spot in here that had hidden treasures. Oh, I forgot to mention on this. Now, yeah, I do bounce around in my reviews. That's what they're for. There's actually hidden stuff in here. So you actually have a coin and a pearl. So this thing actually does have something. And a lot of these little sippy cups or juice boxes or whatever, I don't know. Forgive me, guys and gals, it's early in the morning. There's a little radio. That's kind of colorful, just a sticker. I like these big leaf pieces. Those are cool. There's that squirrel, chickmunk. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Alright, now we can, well, hold on, before we do, there's that campfire and stuff. Like I said, there's plenty of things to see in here. Here's that little living area, the sleeping area. And we got these crude stairs that take you up here. I would not be going on that in real life. Look at that. That's a heck of a drop there. If you're not careful, you're going to land on that, and that's going to hurt. Especially for you guys, you know what I'm talking about there. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the inside. This is where everybody's going to be spending a lot of their time at here. And here's that ladder. Here's a better shot of the infirmary. And I think this is used to hang up your life jackets. So even the little chickmunk or squirrel's got his own little bedroom. There's that trap door. So you go up the ladder up to the trap door and you can close this. There's the helmets. You got this gate here, the safety gate. So you go down the zip line. And this thing here, I keep it knocking into this. Now maybe you're supposed to walk on this or something. I don't know, but that's kind of crude. I think that's just for decoration. I like this part of the tent here above the sleeping area. Lots of greenery. We got a little owl there. See if we can get a better close-up of him. That's if I remember. And I think those are radios hanging on the wall. There's a better look at the ice chest. So now they use the chest for the ice chest. Now if we can get this in green, red, and blue, it'd be pretty cool. Make a great little ice chest. There's the board game. There's a lot of detail just for this. Some benches to sit on. They use those plates with bow. There's the, I wouldn't say it's a laboratory maybe. Got old Leo. I think we've seen all our mini dolls. We got a little bridge here you can raise and lower. With the stepping stones. It's almost like a full-fledged playhouse, except we're missing the back. We got this little guy here. I think it's a hedgehog. Got a tree down here too. The little spruce trees are pretty cool. May have to make some of those and put those in my campground instead of the crude ones I built. All in all, though, it is a very nice set. I mean, just look at all the things to do. This is meant to be played with. This is not meant to just sit around. This is not a display piece. Well, there's that owl I promised you. I can't go any further because something's bumping into the camera. And yeah. Well, let's see who we can zoom in on here. Well, here we go. Well, here are my thoughts. Let's start my observations with play value. As you saw with the tour and demonstration, there's plenty of things to do. You got the zip line, you have the trap doors, you have the lovely mushrooms throughout the build. You have access to all the interior spots of the rooms. There's just so many things. You got the canoe. There's just plenty of things. There's too many things to label. So this indeed is really a nice playable model. I can see somebody spending hours with this. It's just fun. You got the slide. I mean, look at this. It's just plenty of things to do. And in addition, if you notice, it's bright and colorful. This is a cheerful build. This is not dark or gloomy. But if you notice, unlike your older friend sets, this one actually looks normal. So if you want, you can take the mini dolls out, put your own minifigures in here and have fun. It looks like a normal set. I like this. Looks more like something you'd see like in a park setting than a camp treehouse. Other than that, though, it's really good. Build quality, I'm going to say, is average. You know, some things like this, the flags kind of get out of shape. I've had this thing here. You can see I'm bumping into things. You got to be very careful. This thing kept flying off. Some of the mushrooms have come apart. I've had the radio fall off once. There's just a lot of stuff here. In addition, things can easily get lost. So if you're not really careful, this thing could fall apart very easily. If you notice, it's on a turntable. I recommend something like this, or at least a flat piece of wood, even a cutting board, because this is going to be nearly impossible to move with all this here. This feels like it's about to fall off. So you got to make sure that this is always snug together. I've had it fall off one time when I was testing it out, so I have to be very careful. Now my build experience also was pretty good. There was a moment in the middle where we were doing all the tree stuff. It was starting to get pretty dry. But for the most part, you are getting some small pieces, medium and large. I'd say it's kind of equal throughout the part count. So you're not just building nothing with small pieces or large pieces. It is a little bit of everything. The base is mostly full of larger pieces, and the smaller pieces are usually the details and the clutter in the build. Other than that, it was a nice build for me. I have nothing really bad to say about it. Now, despite this being a very large set, it is not really a collaborative build. You had to tie a lot of the stuff together to the main model. So except for bag one, which does this little piece here, and accessories falling off, and the canoe and some of the mini dolls, bags 2 through 11 are pretty much all tied to the main model, so you're not really going to get a balanced build for a group. So I'm going to say this is just a solo build, nothing more. Now obviously with an open back, we are not going to be dropping this into Lego City. It'd be up to you, the builder, to finish this off in here, maybe add a little bit more terrain to kind of blend it in. So this is not something that you can just easily pick up and put in your city. This is more of a play set than anything else. Or if you want, you can just slide it up against the wall or in a corner, and you can still enjoy it like this. But for the most part, this is designed for play. It also does have a really good selection of bricks. So if you're looking for something that has a lot of mushrooms, plates, this net, leaf pieces. We got a lot of these new types of leaf pieces. This set is your go-to for that. There's a lot of inspiration in this set. The spruce trees are pretty cool. I mean, these would be nice in my campground. I just need to make like 20 of these or so. But for the most part, it's nice. It has a nice selection of parts for mock building. Or you can use pieces from your own creation to enhance this build. There's not a lot you can go wrong with it. And finally, you have 3 printed building guides, and a brick separator is included with the build. And you will use that brick separator. I've made a few boo-boos myself. So it is a nice tool to have building the set. My final score is going to be a 9 out of 10. Here's why. There was no scratch parts or anything like that in there. The set had a brick separator. Mainly it was just stuff falling off, and some of the stickers were pretty much impossible to put on straight. So if you're not careful, you can mess up on the stickers. Like these two right here, I have them interchanged. I did that by accident. You know, that kind of stuff happens. But it's easier just to leave it alone. And yes, you can get confused on stickers real easy. The instructions were somewhat easy to follow. Some places were kind of vague, but other than that, though, you can figure your way around the instruction guides. So overall, it's not a bad set. Now, this set does retail for $129.99. Do I think it's worth it? You want me to be honest with you? Not really. You know, it's just not finished up enough. It would be nice if it was like maybe a $100 set. But for $130, I just don't see it in this build. I don't know. It is a playable model. You are getting a lot of stuff. You get several mini dolls, but the price is probably the only thing that's really scaring me away on this set. All in all, though, if you do get it, you're getting at least a decent build experience. You're getting a lot of accessories, and if you want the set for parts, there's a lot of good pieces for that too. But tell me what you think of the set.